The following is a presentation of Girard Sports Live. It's time for Girard High School Athletics on Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by Ag Choice of Epler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Call Service, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Diskins Auto and Towing, DS Construction, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, The Jagged Edge, GN Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Producers Cooperative Association, and Roto-Rooter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time for Girard Sports Live.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome out to Burlington, Kansas. Tonight's Kansas Class 3A District 2 matchup between the Burlington Wildcats and the Girard Trojans. I'm Josh Lettner, alongside me, Dale Shireman. We've got a beautiful night for football here in Burlington, homecoming night here in Burlington. I drove right through the parade on the way into town today, Dale, and beautiful night for football. Going to be a little bit warm, but other than that, perfect conditions here in Burlington tonight.
Beautiful night here by the power plant just down the road, and what a beautiful facility. I remember way back when we played here years ago, I always thought this was a huge stadium and always fun to come up here and play in this great field.
Well, tonight the Trojans taking on a Burlington squad that defeated them last year, rung up 46 points, ran up 260 yards on the ground, but a team that's kind of in a down year this year compared to last year. Burlington having a pretty rough run of it this year at 2-3. Trojans sitting at 5-0 after that big win last week over Prairie View, and looking forward to the rest of the run down in district play. So Trojans trying to take care of business here tonight at the end of this long road trip.
Yeah, and last week was the first, quite honest, challenge that the Girard Trojans have seen. And it was a measuring stick game for sure. But, that was one of those games that we jumped out, came off the bus real good, and got up and battled there and took care of business there towards the end.
And Trojans came out on top of that one, 38-15 over a previously undefeated Prairie View squad. Prairie View playing Anderson County, another team that's kind of struggling this year. Trojans saw them a couple weeks ago. So a big game coming up, though, next week as Frontenac takes on Prairie View, both of those teams with one loss, although Frontenac's loss came out of state to a very tough team in Coweta, Oklahoma. So you got to think the Frontenac's got the edge in that one coming up next week.
Right, and it will be a great measuring stick for them to see what we need to do as Trojans need to prepare for Frontenac, and they will get their running back back. They lost their running back in the first quarter, and that was a big blow for them, losing that number 11 running back.
Yeah, Bodie Eisenhower, their junior running back, not a big kid, but he runs the ball hard and has put up a lot of yards for him both last year and this year. And a big loss for Prairie View early in that ball game next week. Never know, may see those guys again on down the road. Eisenhower did have a touchdown in that first quarter before he went out with the concussion protocol, but the Trojans just able to come up with more big plays and able to get the first downs when they needed them late in the ball game.
And that's exactly what the Trojans need to do again tonight here in Burlington.
All right, we'll step away for our first break. We want to let you know that Girard Sports Live is presented by Crawcan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas with Crawcan. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Crawcan has to offer at ckt.net. We'll be back with the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Hey, Mama. Now more than ever, Crawcan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Crawcan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Crawcan. If you need to stay connected, you need Crawcan.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Here at Farmers Insurance, we want all of our students, faculty, and staff to know that we're cheering you on. This year, we would like to spotlight a student or staff member of Girard Schools as part of our weekly Girard Sports Live broadcast. If you would like to nominate any student or staff member as part of our weekly spotlight, contact our office.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Welcome back out here to Burlington, Kansas, as we're doing the homecoming festivities here in Burlington. This is our second homecoming game of the year, and we haven't had Girard's homecoming yet.
Next week.
So that'll be 3 homecoming games for us this year, Dale. Just can't get enough of it. You're watching the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show, brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. And Dale, some big games going on around the area tonight. Let's take a look at some of those area matchups, brought to you by Diskins Auto and Towing, 120 East Forest Avenue in downtown Girard. Diskins offers 24-hour towing and can repair all makes and models. To learn more, contact Diskins Auto and Towing at 620-724-8100.
Well, around the area, it looks like Lansing will be in Pittsburgh. St. Paul will be at Waverly. Circle at Independence. Southeast will travel down the road to Riverton. Chanute at Fort Scott. Erie at Fredonia. Colgan at Neodesha. Oswego at Marmington Valley. Yates Center at Sedan. That's a big one. Unbeaten's right there. Frontenac will go to Anderson County. Parsons at Caney. That'll be another big game in District number 1.
Caney just took their first loss last week to Galena. We'll talk about that here in just a little bit.
And Jayhawk Lynn, Humboldt. Galena will play Columbus. That'll be another big one.
Yep.
And then Lebec County will travel to Coffeyville, and someone's got to win.
Somebody's going to get their first win.
And nothing bigger than right here in Burlington, Girard Trojans have traveled up to play Burlington Wildcats.
And now let's take a look. Some of those scores from last week had some big games around the area. We talked about Galena getting that win, 38-22 over Caney Valley. Galena, with one loss on the season, handed Caney their first loss, so things tightening up in that Class 3A District 1. And we'll see what goes on tonight is Parsons taking on Galena. And Parsons, one of those kind of streaky teams, but they have what it takes. They could go down there and probably get a win in Caney.
They always are a talented team. Later in the game, sometimes they're challenged to stick together as a team, but as a team, they have more talent than probably most schools around here.
Iola with a big win in District 2 over Anderson County, 34-7. Pretty lopsided score there. Parsons beat Baxter last week, 42-7. And Fort Scott picks up their first win of the year over Labette County. And, of course, big win for the Trojans on the road last week, 38-15 over Prairie View. And so those are some of your scores from last week around the area. I think Colgan beat Southeast as well. Throw that one in there. And Pittsburgh defeated Wichita South 35-20. So a lot of action going on around the state. This is when things really get interesting as all these teams start heading into the second season, which is district play. And the Trojans right now in the driver's seat in District 2 so far. And the last real huge challenge for the Trojans coming up last week of the season against Frontenac. But a lot of possible stumbling games between now and then, and you got to stay focused.
You can't overlook any team. We have tonight Burlington, next week Iola, which are two teams that are struggling this year, but you just can't stub your toe and you can't overlook them. You got to come out, play good ball, get up ahead, and then just maintain the rest of the way through the game.
Now, just a point of parliamentary procedure. This is the second school in a row that we've seen do their homecoming festivities pre-game, and hats off.
Hats off.
Hats off to that.
Love the pregame. It doesn't interfere at halftime. And I believe you'll see the Girard Trojans do that as well next week.
And plus all your players who are in the homecoming court are all standing out there in clean jerseys.
That's right.
Not dirty jerseys.
But in Girard, we don't get dirty anyways. We're playing on
right.
wonderful turf.
Yeah, you get a little rubber pellets. All right, so we're going to step away for another break, and we'll be back and take a look at some of the keys to the game and starting lineups as we move forward through the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. You're watching Girard High School football on Girard Sports Live.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
Girard Medical Center now offers both outpatient pulmonary and cardiac rehabilitation services. Our approach combines physical therapy, respiratory therapy, behavioral health, and nutrition to help you become more fit and active.
With cardiac and pulmonary rehab, we want to focus on lifestyle changes. We provide people with education to help prevent further events.
Each treatment is unique to the individual patient because at Girard Medical Center, we care for our communities one patient at a time. Call us at 620-724-5126.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Welcome back out to Burlington, Kansas. About 16 minutes away from kickoff here in this Kansas Class 3A District 2 matchup. Trojans come in undefeated looking to take care of business tonight on the road. This is their third road game in a row. It's been quite a road trip for us, Dale. We've been all over eastern Kansas. The way the districts are laid out, it's pretty strange. You've got Girard, Frontenac, and then a bunch of schools that are an hour and a half away from those two places. Parsons as well. I'm sure Parsons to Burlington's not a very fun drive either. But just the way that it falls this year as far as the classifications go, and Girard in Class 3A this year, and lots of 3A schools in this corner of the state, so kind of end up doing a lot of traveling here for the Trojans tonight. Up here in Coffee County, along Highway 75, getting ready to take on the Burlington Wildcats, and a team, like we mentioned, that's struggling this year but did defeat the Trojans last year. They run a quirky offense. So, Dale, let's take a look at your keys to the game. Brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride with a stop at Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie have decades of experience getting folks into the right car, truck, van, or SUV that's right for them and their family. Stop by and see them at the intersections of Highways 69 and 400, just south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. Dale, keys to the game.
Keys to the game have to be hang on to the ball, get off the bus well. When I say get off the bus well, come out and set the tone of the game. Get up. Penalties. Last week we saw quite a few penalties go against the Trojans. It didn't hurt them that much at times, but they had, 2 touchdowns called back. We need to limit the penalties and just take care of business. Don't worry about the rest of it.
The field looks pretty good condition out there. It's the natural service here in Burlington. Trojans have played the last week on turf. They play at home on turf. It's probably a little bit slower track out there in the grass, but shouldn't slow the Trojans down too much tonight.
No, I think with the skilled position players and the weapons that Girard has as the speed goes, I think you'll see the Trojans come out all right.
Now, last year we mentioned earlier that Burlington ran up about 260 yards rushing on the Trojans, 46 points off of that as well, and in a win for the Wildcats. A quirky offense where they line up, snap the ball to multiple players in the backfield. A lot of gap assignment responsibilities. The Trojans are going to have to focus in on that tonight.
Exactly. You can't try to do more than what your assignment is in a game like this, where you have multiple running backs playing quarterback. They don't even have a quarterback listed on the roster. So it's assignment football. Do your assignment, and as long as everyone takes care of the assignment, everything will go well.
All right, well, we'll step away for another break as we move closer to kickoff here from Burlington. You're watching Girard Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net. or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Mathis Drugstore Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drugstore, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
Welcome back out here to Burlington, Kansas. Dale Shireman alongside Josh Lettner. We're moving closer to kickoff here tonight's matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Burlington Wildcats. Dale, I guess it's time we should introduce the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. Starting lineups are brought to you by the Jagged Edge. Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylists Carla Sands, Robin Hawkins, or Eva Vietti will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. Dale, starting lineups.
Starting lineups for the Burlington Wildcats offense. Number 2, Bryce Pritchett is a wide receiver. Number 10, Cody Long is a running back. Number 25, Zane Hobbick, he is a running back. Number 28, Jamie Wagner, he's a running back. Number 45, Max Kuhlman, he's a tight end. Number 50, Owen Merchant, he is an offensive lineman. Number 55, Kane Trulove, he is an offensive lineman. Number 59, Wayne Roher, he is an offensive lineman. Number 60, Brock Zimmerman, he is an offensive lineman. And number 70, Parker McDonald, he is an offensive lineman, along with number 68, Tanner Noonman, he is an offensive lineman. So those are your starting offense for the Wildcats. We'll change it up a little bit tonight. We'll give the starting defense for your Trojans. Number 1, Ethan Merrill. Number 3, Bo Harris. Number 12, Alex Kester. Number 14, Jacob Combs. Number 17, Brock Scales. Number 22, Adam Shireman. Number 31, Bram Bourne. Number 33, Bracken Troike. Number 42, Josh Bohr. Number 55, Eric Williams. And number 65, Juan Pizarro. Those are your starting defense for your Trojans.
Those are your starting lineups for tonight's ball game. And, of course, you know, the Trojans hoping to get out of the gates quickly here and hopefully give some of those starters some rest in the second half, get some of your younger players in. The Trojans barely able to get any sort of JV schedule this year, so really important for the varsity guys to do their job so those JV guys can get in and get some valuable experience this year.
Right, and this late in the season, you don't want to see any injuries. I was down on the field earlier talking to both coaches, and good to hear that Gage Davenport is healthy. He practiced 2 days this week in full pads. You got to have a 3-day practice for competition, so he is not suited out tonight, but it's great to hear him back. We lost him due to a collarbone injury in the Jamboree, so he has yet to see the field this year. He said he's excited and he feels good, so that is great news.
Need every contributor you can get going down the trail here in district play and on into the playoffs, as it looks like the Trojans are headed that way. The top 4 teams in this 6-team district are going to make it. So the Trojans would have to have some sort of have the wings fall off the plane in order to not make the playoffs at this point, as they've played a lot of the difficult competition in the district. But Parsons and Frontenac, they'll test the Trojans a little bit.
Well, Parsons is in District 1.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But,
Iola.
But Frontenac,
same colors.
Frontenac is setting number 1 right now with the 21-point advantage. Trojans have 20.5 in that multiplier. You can accumulate so many points. The Trojans have 20.5. Frontenac is setting at 21 points, which is the max points to carry over in district. But we have played a little bit better side of the district playing Prairie View, and Frontenac has played a couple of the lesser teams as Burlington and Iola.
All right, well, we'll take our final break here on the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show, and we'll have the opening kickoff for you when we come back. You're watching Girard Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Clark and Kensington Paint, quality paint with an incredible selection of colors, plus all the tools and supplies you need to transform your paint project. From paint to pliers, you'll find it at Chronister's Hardware. And if they don't have it, they can get it. Shop local first. Chronister's Hardware, Girard's hardware store.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Peony Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Peony DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Peony has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Peony Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to peonydental.com. Find us fast in names and numbers.
Less than 5 minutes left before kickoff here in Burlington. Burlington band entertaining the crowd. Sound pretty good, Dale.
They are. It's a nice little band, and it's not real big, but get a good shot out of them right there. Nice national anthem and their fight song.
Yeah. Well, if you're a Trojan fan, hopefully that's the only time you hear it tonight.
There's your Trojans.
Get set for the coin flip out there at midfield.
Number 1, Ethan Merrill. Number 2, Luke Nigaman. Number 3,
Kester, Nigaman, Merrill, and Troike.
Number 23, Wyatt Foley.
Going out to the midfield to get the coin toss.
Number 55, Eric Williams. Number 56, Justin.
I think the coin toss is the only thing we don't have a sponsor for. We can sell that coin toss.
We probably could.
Yeah.
And number 74, Ryan Jarbo.
Hey, BJ's watching tonight. BJ, we need to sell the coin toss.
For the Wildcats. Number 2, Bryce Pritchett. Number 3,
very nice facility here in Burlington. It's been one of the nicest high school football stadiums, in my opinion, in the state of Kansas since, mid-'80s?
Mid-'80s.
Number 12, Trey Famous.
Trivia for all of you at home. The Trojans have played Burlington Wildcats 9 times.
Number 21,
can you tell me how many times the Trojans have won against the Burlington Wildcats?
Number 28, Jamie
Oh,
Wagner.
I feel the Google server warming up right now.
Number 59, Wayne Rohr. Number 60, Brock Zimmerman.
See both teams
And
huddling
number
up,
68, Tanner Newton.
getting set for the opening kick. We were talking about selling the toss, Dale. Who won?
I was on trivia.
Yeah,
detail.
see? I was scheming on marketing. Can't sell what you didn't see, I guess.
We'll work on it.
Yeah.
Results of the coin toss. Girard won the toss. Jones deferred.
Okay, Girard won the toss. They'll defer. Thank goodness for PA announcers, I'll tell you what.
What would we do without them?
Yeah. We're going to steal some tricky name pronunciations off that guy here in a minute.
Yeah. Still awaiting our camera guy.
Yeah, he was
double duty tonight.
Generating power for Eastern Kansas tonight. That's the theme here in Burlington. Trojans will kick off from the north west, going towards the southeast, as the stadium's at a bit of a angle in relationship to the highway and the compass and everything else. The strong southwest wind we've had all day has pretty much died down. If you look at the goalposts, the flags just aren't doing much right now. As Ethan Davidson set to kick off for Girard. The opening kickoff brought to you by Loritz Ceramics. 503 West Maple and Girard. Stop by Loritz Ceramics for great gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying. Get your friends and family a beautiful ceramic piece or maybe even glasses from Loritz Ceramics. Call 620-724-8442. Set to kick things off here in Burlington as the Trojans trying to move to 6-0 on the season. They sit at 5-0 for the first time since 1999. Short end-over-end kick, fielded at the 10-yard line. And out to the 35, a nice-looking return that time by Eric Pabon, the 5'7" senior running back.
Homecoming king, number 3, Eric Pabon.
Pabon. See, I knew it would happen. First play. Hey, Jess, how's it going?
You speak his name and he shows up.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice,
Yeah.
Jess Murphy.
The Candyman.
Made it.
All right. Those generators running good today?
Yes.
Yeah?
Probably not making near as much as the one down the road, though.
The concrete dome on the horizon there. So here's that funky offense for Burlington. Everybody's a running back. Nobody's a quarterback. Everybody's a quarterback. It's kind of egalitarian, you know. Like
first flag on Girard.
Encroachment.
Encroachment, yeah. We talked about that in the keys of the game.
Set the Wildcats up 1st and 5 at their own 41-yard line. Gonna go handoff up the middle. Trojans stack this one up after a gain of about 1. They'll blow it dead.
Tackle in there by Brecken Troike.
These are not the easiest numbers to see, that's for sure. Looked like Zane Hoback. Number 25 on the carry. Set up a second down in about 3 or 4. Trying to get around the end. And brought down, that looks like maybe Jamie Wagner. Nope. Again, Zane Hoback.
Tackle on the play by number 33.
Tackle in there by Brecken Troike from his inside linebacker position. Little help there by Bram Bourne.
Gain of just 1 on the play. Sets up a 3rd down and a long 2 for Burlington at their own 43-yard line. See that loaded backfield. They got a wing back, an up back. 2 guys lined up to take the snap. Handoff, they try to get around the end. Not going to happen this time. It's Jamie Wagner wrapped up in the backfield, and he's going to lose yardage.
Bohr and Troike in on the tackle for a loss.
On the carry.
Trojans
By 33, Troike.
defense holds.
And that's going to drop them back all the way to their 41-yard line.
Able to stop Wagner behind the line of scrimmage. Going to brings up 4th down for the Wildcats.
Back to receive for the Trojans is Kester. There's a punt, a nice deep spiraling punt. Kester backpedals. Now he's going to let it land. Takes a Burlington hop, and it's going to roll all the way down inside the 10 to about the 6-yard line. Nice looking punt that time. Eric Pabon. Or was that Hoback on the punt? I'm not for sure.
I think it was Hoback.
Whoever it was, nice punt.
Nice punt.
Lead the Girard Trojans starting 1st and 10 from their own 11-yard line.
Trojans have it 1st and 10 at their 11. They need to put together a long drive here. Officials are calling for time right now as they try to straighten something out. They're communicating something over to the Burlington sideline.
I think an official got a bug or something in his ear. There you go, got it out.
It's a dangerous world, Dale. Dangerous world when animals attack.
Never been one for animal conspiracy, but
well, the night's young. Trojans line up in their familiar pistol formation with two wingbacks, two wideouts here. Davidson in motion. The handoff, the pitch will go to Davidson, hit immediately in the backfield. Good job reading that one by the Burlington defense. Trojans going to lose a couple yards on their first play of the ballgame.
Brought down in the backfield by number 13, Grant Hay.
Hegg with the tackle for Burlington. That might have been one of those Niggeman just needed to pull it down and get upfield.
Yeah, probably like to have that one back. Trojans with it now, second and long. Handoff goes up the middle this time to Merrill. He fights forward for about 4 yards. It'll bring up a third down and long for the Trojans.
Number 1, Ethan Merrill on the carry. Brought down by number 41, Riley Majors.
Got the ball at about the 13, maybe 14-yard line. Or I'm sorry, at about the 9-yard line for the Trojans. Hard to tell from this angle. Niggeman going to throw through the hands of Bram Bourne, and it will fall incomplete.
That was Aiden Damon.
Oh, Aiden Damon, I'm sorry. That'll bring up a punting situation for the Trojans. So both offenses struggling to move the ball in their opening possessions here. As Niggeman set to punt this one away. Almost blocked. Niggeman able to get it away. And it's going to take a Girard roll before they down it in their own territory at about the 42-yard line. And that's where Burlington will take over. Good field position to start this drive.
Yeah, not exactly what the Trojans needed to do on their opening drive, but we'll see Coach Philpott, his adjustments during the game.
Now Trojans defense needs to come up with an important stop here, and early in the game you want to play well, Dale. The longer you let an underdog team stay in the ball game, the more confidence they get, the tougher you make things for yourself here. Trojans defense needs to assert themselves, come up with a big stop. The snap, the back's going to go straight ahead. Nice little gainer there. As that was number 25, Zane Hoback again.
Brought down by number 3, Paul Harris.
Looks like a gain of about 7 on the play.
Tackle in there by Bo Harris.
Second down and about a long 2 at the Trojan 35-yard line. This time Trojans bottle that one up. As that was Cody Long, I believe, with the
Run by number 10, Cody Long.
carry.
Brought down by 55.
Looked like Eric Williams and Shireman in on the tackle.
Brings up 3rd and 1 for the Cats.
Third down and 1 now from the Trojan 33. There's a snap again. Trojans sniffed this one out, and I think they're going to stop him behind the line.
Loss of about a half a yard.
Does that look like number 2, Bryce Pritchett? Nope, that's number 3, Eric Pabone.
Stop by number 1, Ethan Merrill, on number 65.
4 down territory.
May have lost a yard.
4th and 2.
Yep. Moves them back to the 34 here, 4th and 2, and kind of in no man's land here. They're going to go for it. Too far for the kicker, not far enough for the punter. This time Pabone, the lone man in the backfield, so we'll call him the quarterback. Watch him snap it to someone else. This is taking a while to develop here. And there's a timeout on the field. Burlington will take it. We'll take it with them. 6:11 to play, first quarter. We're scoreless here in Burlington. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live. Welcome back out here to Burlington, Kansas. Scoreless here in the first quarter. Both teams punted on their first drive. Burlington facing a 4th down and 2. Trojan defense trying to get a big stop here early in this one. And they'll run it up the middle. Looks like they have enough for the first down. Is that a flag?
It is.
It's pink. I guess it's October.
Breast cancer.
Right,
Cancer awareness.
right.
Carrying the play, it appears we have a flag on the play.
I'm just, used to yellow flag. Just throw a pink one. I just think somebody dropped something.
Holding on Burlington.
That'll back them up, and now it's a punting situation for the Wildcats.
Holding the call against the Cats. Marks the back 10 yards and spot and foul. Remains 4th down.
That'll back Burlington up to their own 43-yard line. They'll punt it from there. Well, there's a timeout for Girard as they couldn't get their personnel straight. Switching over from defense to the punt return. So we'll take another quick break. You're watching Girard Sports Live.
Now more than ever, Crawcan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Crawcan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Crawcan. If you need to stay connected, you need Crawcan.
Welcome back out here to Burlington, Kansas. 6:06 to play, first quarter. Trojans set to receive the punt. Burlington was going to go for it on a 4th and 2. In fact, they would have picked it up, but a holding penalty pushes them back to their own 43. Now they're going to kick it away. Kester back to receive for the Trojans. Low angling punt off of Kester's hands. He muffs it, dives back on top of it, and again, Trojans start out deep in their own territory. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 5. Not a sharp start here tonight for the Trojans.
It's a long bus ride up here. Just need to get off and get a drive started and sustain a drive. Get some momentum the Trojan way.
Burlington started out with punts of 48 and 39 yards, largely due to the return difficulties the Trojans have had just fielding the punt. Now Nigaman lines up in the pistol. 2 wide receivers off to the far side for the Trojans. Handoff goes up the middle. And it'll be a pickup of about 3, maybe 4 yards on the play for Kester.
Brought down by number 41, Riley Major.
That's going to put the ball at about the, what do you call that, 8-yard line?
I would say about the 8-yard line.
Gain of 3 on the play for Kester. Sets up a 2nd down and 7. Rough angle from here, guys. Rough angle. Kester takes the snap, looks near side. Incomplete. Intended for Wyatt Foley.
Pass intended from quarterback to number 23, Wyatt Foley.
So Nigaman starts out 0 for 2 throwing the ball. Sets the Trojans up 3rd down and long at the 8.
3rd and 7 for Girard.
3rd down and 7 for the Trojans. Stops the clock with 5:18 to play, first quarter. Nigaman's going to keep this one, tucks it, and tries to push forward for the first down. I think he's going to have it out to about the 20-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 19. Gain of 8 on the play for Nigaman, just enough for the Trojans' first down of the ball game.
Not before Nigaman's able to pick up the first down.
Another run up inside that time. As that was Kester carrying again for a short gain.
Number 12, Kester on the carry. Pick up of 1 on the play.
Second down and 9 for the Trojans. They've been deep in their own territory for 2 of their 3 possessions here tonight. That one goes to Kester again, and he's wrapped up. Just nowhere to run there on the left side of that line. Good job bottling up by that Burlington defense. And again, a 3rd down and long for the Trojans.
Offensive line's not getting their hands on them like they have the last 2 weeks. And that defensive end and linebacker are playing havoc with them.
Trojans need to dig into that bag of tricks again here. Come up with this 3rd down conversion as they try to mount a drive here. Started this one at their own 5-yard line after the muffed punt. Pass goes over the middle to Foley. He has the catch, but is short of the first down. We'll see where they're going to, he looks short to me. We'll see where they're going to mark him as they move the ball back about a yard. Man, that's close. Looks like it's going to be, they're going to call it a first down.
Nice catch there by Foley over the middle. Looked it in that time, pulls it in. Good enough for a Trojan first down.
10-yard pass completion to Wyatt Foley, the first completion of the night for Nigaman. Gives the Trojans a first down. There's some running room up the middle for Alex Kester, as he hits a nice run there on first down, and that is what the Trojans need. It's positive plays on first down. Really opens up the playbook, and now they're looking at a 2nd down and less than a yard after that run by Kester.
Correction stop by number 21, Hunter Riley.
Second down and short now for the Trojans. Handoff goes to Kester again, spins off the first man, then brought down. I think they're going to give him enough for the first down, and that'll move the sticks.
Brought down by number 21, Riley, and number 45.
Burlington's linebackers are feeling well. Trojans need to chip up to the 2nd level. Get a couple of those blocks. They're just 1 block away from a big run.
Clock ticking down to 2 minutes left to play here. First quarter, scoreless. Trojans driving. 1st and 10 at their own 40. Nigaman keeps it this time, and he'll have a gain of about 2 up to about the 42-yard line. Nice fake that time. Burlington doing a good job playing their assignments.
Number 2, Bryce Pritchett from tackle. There was a lost cell phone turned up here into the booth. It was lost in the girls' bathroom. If you're able to come up and identify what the background is, we will gladly return it to you.
Second down and 8 for the Trojans from about the 42-yard line. Fake the handoff. Nigaman back to pass. Play action over the middle. Almost picked off. Good defense out there for the Wildcats. That's Jamie Wagner. His 5'9" senior, not fooled on that play. Jumped in front of it. Kind of underthrew Foley a little bit. If he'd have put a little more air under that one,
I think
Wyatt would have caught up to it, but allowed the defensive back to cut in front and make that play. Bring up another 3rd down and long situation here for the Trojans. Just seems like they like being in 3rd down and long here tonight. Harris goes in motion. They'll fake the handoff. Now over the top once again, and incomplete. That one intended for Aiden Damon. Couldn't come down with it in double coverage. Trojans not sending a lot of people out into the pattern, and Damon not able to come down with it over the top of 2 defenders, and it's going to be another punting situation for the Trojans.
Good defense there by the Burlington Wildcats. They stride for stride with Damon. We haven't seen that much this year.
Hageman back to punt. Low snap. Plays it on the hop. Gets the kick away. High spiraling punt. It's going to take a Girard bounce and then go sideways and out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. And that's where Burlington will take over 1st and 10. .30-yard punt that time. Took me that long to do the math, Dale. Did you smell smoke?
I was wondering why you had your socks off.
Yeah. Well, this hasn't exactly been a shootout to start things out here tonight for the Trojans. We talked about getting off the bus well, and I guess we throw that out the window. Burlington, this running attack's kind of deliberate, and a lot of times you'll see them trying to be patient, waiting for a hole to open up. Just not there.
No, the Trojans are swarming to the ball well. Just, like I said, assignment football when you have 3 different guys back there that the ball can go to.
That was back on the carry. They gave him a yard. Yeah, wrapped up in the backfield and taken down by a host of Trojans. They snuffed that one out pretty quickly, and that's going to be a tackle for loss for the Trojans.
Sharman first contact in the backfield.
As Cody Long just nowhere to go with it. I'll call that a loss of 3. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Scoreless here in Burlington. Both teams trying to feel each other out like a couple of heavyweights. We'll step away for a quick 1-minute break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Our customers have worked with the Farmers Bank staff located in Walnut, St. Paul, and Hepler. Now, with our new location in Girard, the community can experience the same service that has kept families coming back to Farmers Bank for generations. Stop by and visit our friendly staff at Farmers Bank at any of our locations in Walnut, St. Paul, Hepler, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Welcome back out here to Burlington, Kansas. One quarter in the books, and Dale, we were talking about it in the break. This is the first time Trojans have been kept scoreless in the first quarter this season, so take your hat off to that Burlington defense, but also some of it self-inflicted, just not executing very well tonight.
Yeah, the Trojans have had some opportunities, just didn't take advantage of them.
There's a pass going to fall well, incomplete. Nobody really in the neighborhood of that one. As Cody Long. There was just nothing there. Trojans had that covered up, and Long was being pursued. Just not a lot going on there on that play for Burlington, and now they're looking at a 4th down and Long, going to punt this one away. And Trojans will just let it roll, and they'll touch it down at about the Girard 41-yard line. Trojans will take over some of their best field position of the night right there. We'll see if they can get something going here offensively. I'm sure Coach Philpott's been in their ear about execution and being where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there, and then making a play on the ball. As Trojans have struggled tonight with the hands. A couple drop passes, a couple muff punts, and it's kind of put them behind the 8 ball here tonight.
Very uncharacteristically of the Trojans.
No need to panic just yet. I mean, nobody scored any points, but Trojans would like to get things going here offensively. Swing pass to the outside as this is Ethan Davidson around the corner just like that. Say no more. Trojans going to score their first touchdown of the night with 11:34 to play here. Second quarter. One play drive for the Trojans. Gain of 59 yards.
That's just the old swing pass out there. Long distance handoff, and Davidson's got some speed. He hit the corner, and they weren't going to catch him.
Now Trojans will come on. Girard Humble on to attempt the extra point for the Trojans as they try to take a 7-0 lead here in the opening moments of the second quarter. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it's good. 7-0, Trojans lead it. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching Girard Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Here at Farmers Insurance, we want all of our students, faculty, and staff to know that we're cheering you on. This year, we would like to spotlight a student or staff member of Girard Schools as part of our weekly Girard Sports Live broadcast. If you would like to nominate any student or staff member as part of our weekly spotlight, contact our office.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Trojans set to kick it off. He just pulled off a one-play, 59-yard touchdown drive on a swing pass to Ethan Davidson. Give the Trojans a 7-0 lead here early in the second quarter. From Burlington, Trojans trying to move to 6-0 on the season. Stay in the race with Frontenac in that Kansas Class 3A District 2 action. Long kick going to be fielded at about the 5-yard line. Nice kick that time by Davidson. Oh, and a good stick out there.
Franklin.
At about the 25-yard line.
It's Pike.
He's half Franklin.
He is half Franklin, sorry. Number 50. Anthony Pike.
Good open field stick there. Folded him up pretty good. And that'll call it first down and 10 at the 26. And the snaps straight ahead. And nowhere to run that time for Cody Long.
Number 10, Cody Long on the carry.
Host of Trojans in there, along with Troy Key and Juan Pizarro.
I think it was 2 on the play.
Call it a gain of 2. Bring up a second down and 8. It's kind of similar to the offense Lamar Tigers run, where you have everybody lined up in the backfield and it could get snapped to anybody. Anybody can pass it, anybody can run it. Trying to get around the edge this time, and not much room out there is Zane Hoback. And I think he may have lost a yard.
Troikey there from the inside linebacker position, scraping well.
We're going to call it a loss of 2.
What do they call that, Dale? Not getting caught in the wash when that inside linebacker has to track all the way to the opposite sideline.
Well, they're having to double team the defensive end, so that doesn't put a man on Troikey, so Troikey can get through there clean, and he does a nice job of pursuit to make that tackle for a loss.
Well, third down and long for Burlington. Seems to be kind of a ball control offense, not a team that's made to pick up third down and long. But here we go. They run a sweep off to the far side, and that'll gain them about 4 or 5 yards. Those numbers are hard to read. I think that was Cody Long on the carry. That's what I'm going to put in stat book anyway, guys.
Unofficial stats.
That's right, the very, very unofficial stats. Give him a gain of 4 on that one. And Burlington set to punt this one away. See if fair catch called for and made out there by Kester. And again, the Trojans will take over on their own 41-yard line. That's been lucky for them. Not a super long punt that time. Really, if you're Burlington, you really don't want to be handing Girard the ball near midfield very many times.
Right.
Now they'll line up 2 wide receivers to the near side. Nigaman in the pistol. Harrison motion. Handoff goes up the middle to Kester. Got him around the waist, but he's able to spin forward. And he'll have about 4, maybe 5 yards on the carry. I'll call that a gain of 4. Second down, about 6 for the Trojans from the 45. Under 9 minutes to play now here in the first half. Trojans lead at 7-0 in what's been a surprisingly competitive affair here in Burlington. Trojans try and get a little bit of breathing room here. And there's flags, probably a false start against Trojans.
Yeah, too many men moving. And once again, that's the second penalty on the Trojans. Just a little anxious to get off the ball there. That will negate the first down run from Kester.
False start against the Trojans, 5-yard penalty.
That was a completed pass. There you go. Kester makes somebody miss. Cuts back across the grain, across midfield to the 45. Nice, nifty move out there by Kester to find the running room, and it picks up a Trojan first down.
He thought about avoiding the second guy, but he just trucked him instead. Save the legs for another time.
Gain of 16 on that play. Gives the Trojans first and 10 inside Burlington territory at the 44.
Might be the first time I've seen Trojans run a true screen pass.
No doubt. Straight up the middle to Kester this time. Great gain there on first down. It looks like about 7 yards for Alex Kester.
Number 12, Kester on the carry.
And let's see where they're going to spot it at about the 36.
Coleman with the tackle for the Wildcats.
Now handoff again up the middle. Not much going this time for Kester, as he'll pick up about 2 or 3 yards. Should be enough for another Trojan first down. And it is. Trojans have it now, first down and 10. Burlington 34-yard line. As we tick down around 7 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll start getting on the interwebs, see if we can find some score updates from around the universe tonight. And Kester that time hit by a couple of defenders in the backfield and driven back. They'll give him forward progress to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Bring up a second down and long. Kester will head over to the sidelines. Or I'm sorry, nope, that's not Kester. That's Damon heading to the sidelines. Kester's still in the backfield. Wyatt Foley, the lone wide receiver, to the near side. Harrison motion, and there's a penalty flag again as Trojans get another false start.
False start against the Trojans. Backs him up 5 yards.
Back to Trojans up to the Wildcat 39-yard line. We'll try it again. Make it second down and 15. Trojans have shot themselves in the foot several times here in this first half. Now they're up against it here in a second down and long. As Snigaman looks over to Coach Philpott on the sidelines for the call. Here's the snap. He'll keep it himself this time. Working off the right side. Rounds the corner. And he's going to step out of bounds a few yards shy of a first down, but probably a good 12-yard gain there by Luke Nigaman. See where they're going to spot this ball. It's hard to tell where it is over on the far side. Looks like about the 26. That was a 14-yard run. Trojans with third and about 2 or 3. Handoff goes to Kester up the middle. He's not going to have it. And it's decision time here for the Trojans. I don't think they're in field goal range.
I don't think so either, but be fourth and about 2, is it?
Big play for your defense, fans. Get up, make some noise.
Fourth and 2 here for the Trojans. Harrison motion. Nigaman will keep it himself up the middle, and he's going to have enough for the first down. Boy, you talk about just wanting it. That's all that is.
Oh, man. A couple missed blocks there by the upbacks. Just kind of ran by the guys, but Nigaman puts his head down. First quarter update, Colgan 6 and Yoda Shea 0.
Yoda Shea struggling this year. Colgan not having the best season either. A couple teams trying to get right out there in Montgomery County tonight. Ethan Merrill with the handoff off the right side. Good gainer there, and he's going to be out close to another first down.
That run by number 1, Ethan Merrill.
Looks like. Let's see where they spot this one. Looks like it's going to be about the 11-yard line. Second and short for the Trojans. They'll hand it off again up the middle. This is Merrill fighting forward, and he's going to get to the end zone.
Nice run.
Ethan Merrill wanting it and went out and got it. Trojans lead it 13-0.
Another scoring update in the second quarter. Riverton 14, Southeast 0. Down in Riverton tonight.
On old Empire Lake. That kick almost blocked, but Humble able to get it up and through. Trojans lead it 14-0. We'll step away quick for a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
Just about 4 minutes left to play here in the first half. Trojans lead it 14-0 over the Burlington Wildcats. And we talked about the Trojans kind of having their struggles early in this one, Dale. And they're not the only team struggling in the first half this week. Frontenac kind of getting all they can handle from Anderson County tonight.
Yeah, in the second quarter, Frontenac leads at 14-7 in Anderson County.
Ethan Davidson set to kick this one away. Off the up back. Drilled him right in the chest. And I don't think that's how they drew that one up in the locker room, but
well, it could have been great.
It could have been. Burlington fortunate to hang on to it, and they'll have great field position to start this drive. Just drilled him in the chest. It's kind of your worst nightmare. It's one of those guys on that front line there. Don't kick it to me, please.
Not the hands team.
Yeah, catching ain't my thing. First down and 10 now for the Wildcats from their own 45. There's a little trickeration in the backfield. And driving forward with it, but finally drug down backwards is Zane Hoback.
Tackling there by Combs and Bourne for the Trojans.
Gain of 5 on the play for Hoback.
And number 31, Brandon Bourne.
Call it a long 5. Might be 5 meters. You got there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like to bring the metric system into things. Second down and 4 here for Burlington. Straight ahead for about a yard, and that looks like that was Cody Long. Nope, never mind. Eric Pabone.
Troike will make the tackle.
Anybody can get the snap. Anybody can run it, and you can't see the numbers. So, good times.
It's a good thing we're not playing the game up here.
Yeah. Difficult. Things are difficult. Yeah. Not everything's as easy as it looks. Under 3 minutes to play. Third down and short here for the Wildcats. That was Cody Long on that run.
Tackle there by Eric Williams, number 55.
Number 40,
the Trojans.
Christian Taylor on the tackle. Brings up 4th and 2 for the Cats.
Looks like the Wildcats will go for it.
4th down and short here. Man, I know you want to get one on the board. You want to keep Girard's offense off the field. But, man, if you don't pick this up, you're setting the Trojans up in really good field position for the 3rd drive in a row. Trying to draw Girard off sides, and they did it. And that'll be a 1st down. Got to be a little bit more disciplined than that up front for the Trojans. They jump, and it gives Burlington a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the Girard 42-yard line.
Is that the 1st down for the Wildcats?
I'm trying to work it around the end. A good tackle in the backfield. Got around his ankles and wrapped him up. Zane Hoback nowhere to go on that one.
Troike and Merrill in on the tackle. Another tackle for a loss.
Called it a loss of 1. 2nd down and long now for Burlington. Time keeps on ticking. You got to think at some point the Wildcats have to take some sort of shot. As we're rolling down around a minute to play here in the 1st half. Trojans lead at 14-0. Fumble in the backfield. Fumbled exchange, and Girard's saying that they have it. We'll see what the officials say. Trojan ball. Costly turnover for Burlington. Sets the Trojans up in good field position. With some time to work, 57 seconds on the clock. 2 timeouts left for the Trojans. We'll see what Coach Philpott, Coach Nigaman, and the staff have here on this 1-minute drive trying to end the 1st half.
One thing's for sure, the Trojans have the skill set to score in that short of a time period. Just, 2 series ago, 1 pass, 1 touchdown.
First turnover of the ball game. Gives the Trojans the ball, 1st and 10 at the 43. Quick pass to the outside, and Damon has that one.
Pass complete for number 2, Luke Nickman, and number 25, Aiden Damon.
Trojans in a hurry-up offense, back on the line.
Number 2, Bryce Pritchett. Getting the 1st down.
Pass over the top this time. Foley's under it, just overthrew him. And you know Luke was thinking that he'd underthrown a couple. He was going to make sure to get some air under that one. He did, and just a little too much as it about 2 yards out in front of Foley. He had a step on his man, as he often does. Just unable to hook up there. It'll send up a 2nd and long for the Trojans.
Three plays in 10 seconds, not too bad.
Clock stops at 44 seconds to play. Trojans looking at a 2nd long. That's Harris in motion. They'll fake the pitch to him. Nigaman rolls out near side. Catch is made. Nice catch by Wyatt Foley. Gets out of bounds with the 1st down. Trojans have it 1st and 10. Clock stops, 38 seconds to play in the half. That was a good snag by Foley. First and 10 for the Trojans from the Wildcat 33-yard line. Nigaman back to pass again. This time over the middle. That's Damon with it, but he's caught midfield.
Quarterback Nickman and number 25. Aiden Damon. Get him another 1st down.
That's going to be a 1st down for the Trojans as they have it at the 20. Gain of 13 on the play. Now the handoff to Ethan Merrill up the middle. Fights through a tackle. Now stacked up, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of about 6, maybe 7 yards. And the Trojans will take their 2nd timeout. We'll stay right here. Big drive here for the Trojans. Didn't expect this to be the situation. We have an injured player on the field for the Wildcats. See the training staff running out there. I never like to see that. Burlington's had some injuries this year. Some of their younger guys.
Now, does Trojan get their timeout back with an injury?
No, they don't. They will not get their timeout back, but Trojans able to talk it over, and as they work on the injured Wildcat.
Same colors,
Yard animal.
Yes. 19 seconds to play. Trojans driving. And Dale mentioned earlier they're able to get 3 snaps off, run 3 plays in about 10 seconds. They've been able to get out of bounds with the ball and stop the clock without having to burn their timeout. So it's pretty good clock management on this drive. As we stop here, there's an injured player on the field. Of course, I can't see their number. I couldn't see it if he was standing up. So might be time for the bifocals, guys. I mean, getting to be in that age range. Maybe
might be binoculars from here.
Yeah, or the bottom of a Coke bottle or something like that. Have to look at it through the bird poo on the window too. So it's
a little bit foggy.
Yeah,
through that.
It's tinted. Yeah,
to say the least.
Stained glass. Yeah. Well, as they continue to tend to the injured player on the field, we'll go ahead and step away for a break. Trojans lead at 14-0. Waning moments of the first half. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Girard Medical Center now offers both outpatient pulmonary and cardiac rehabilitation services. Our approach combines physical therapy, respiratory therapy, behavioral health, and nutrition to help you become more fit and active.
With cardiac and pulmonary rehab, we want to focus on lifestyle changes. We provide people with education to help prevent further events.
Each treatment is unique to the individual patient because at Girard Medical Center, we care for our communities one patient at a time. Call us at 620-724-5126.
Back here in Burlington, Trojans lead at 14-0, trying to make it 21-0 here with 19 seconds left to play in the first half. And the touchdown pass complete to Wyatt Foley, and just like that, Trojans get it done through the air with the 1-minute offense. They take a 20-0 lead.
Nice pass by Luke Nigaman there. Just a little flag route by Foley, and nice pitch and catch. And how explosive is that offense? 20 points in the second quarter alone.
Now they took over with 57 seconds left on the clock. Able to march it 53 yards. Capped off by a 20-yard touchdown pass from Nigaman to Foley. And the extra point is good. Trojans lead it 21-0. Still a little time left on the clock here in the first half. We'll step away for a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Chronisters is Girard's hardware store. Stop by Chronisters Hardware and see why so many people are saying, I didn't know they had that. Of course, Chronisters has the hardware, tools, and supplies you need, whether in the shop, on the farm, or around the house. But did you know Chronisters Hardware is also your place for Pit Boss and Traeger grills? Plus, they have the supplies you need to whip up a tasty meal for the whole family. From pans to pellets, you'll find it all at Chronisters. And if they don't have it, they can get it. Shop local first. Chronisters Hardware, Girard's hardware store.
And we're back. Burlington, Kansas. 14 seconds to play first half. Trojans just marched it 53 yards in 57 seconds to take a 21-0 lead here over the Burlington Wildcats in a game that started out rocky. Trojans have gone on a 21-0 run here just in the second quarter alone to get this game back to where we expected at halftime.
Started firing on all cylinders again.
Let's see if this kick goes over the front row. Ethan Davidson drilled one of the up backs last time. This one's short hopper Little squib kick fielded at about the 5-yard line. Good looking return that time. Hard running. Trojans able to bring it down. That was Eric Pavone on the return. And Burlington will have it 1st and 10 at, we'll call it their own 30-yard line.
Some laundry on the field.
Extracurricular activities there after the play.
Looks like the Trojans will they'll tack on an extra 15 on the end of that return.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Trojans.
They always see the second guy. They never see the first, the instigator. It's always the retaliator.
Nonetheless, 9 seconds to work here for Burlington. 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line now. And they try to get around the corner here, and not a lot of room that time for Zane Hoback. He gets up a little bit slow as his uniform is disheveled.
Number 42, Josh Moore on the tackle.
Stops the clock with 3 seconds to play here in the first half. Ball at midfield. It's homecoming here in Burlington, but they had the decency to get that done before the game, so it won't add on to our halftime. So everybody playing their breaks accordingly out there. Here's Hoback. He's going to run it again. And kind of looked like he was going to pass it, then tucked it down and ran it, picked up 10 yards, but that'll do it for the first half. Trojans lead it 21-0. At the break, we'll step away. And we'll be back with the GN Bank halftime show. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all. Westridge is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Westridge is a retirement community with a philosophy of providing seniors with an alternative lifestyle. This lifestyle enhances the retirement years by offering a worry-free, stress-free environment. Their professional staff is there to assist if needed, while active seniors are encouraged to enjoy their daily lives. Westridge is now hiring. To learn more about their open positions, call 620-724-6760. That's 620-724-6760. Go Trojans from Westridge Assisted Living.
For years, James Brumbach and Brumbach Service Center have been keeping area residents on the road with high quality and fast service. Let's face it, none of us have time for a breakdown, so be sure to stop by Brumbach's for preventative maintenance, oil changes, and tire repairs. Brumbach's is also your place for new tires with a variety of quality brands to choose from. Brumbach Service Center, 312 East St. John in Girard. Call 620-724-6770. Good luck, Trojans, from Brumbach Service Center.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Welcome back out here to Burlington, Kansas. We're at halftime of Kansas Class 3A District 2 matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Burlington Wildcats. And at the break, Trojans lead it 21-0. This is the GN Bank Halftime Show, brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and professional way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. And Dale, Trojans didn't get off the bus very well. This one more competitive than we thought it would be, but that's kind of the theme around the area tonight, as Frontenac's in a battle with Anderson County down in Garnett tonight. And some other tight games going on around the area.
There are. Prairie View at Iola 6-6 at half. Once again, 14-7 with Frontenac over Anderson County. 14-14 between Parsons and Parsons and Caney Valley, and that's at halftime. So that's a big game in District 1. So any other scores? Pittsburgh up 14-0 over Lansing. Chinook 14, Fort Scott 8 in the second quarter. So some real tight games going on tonight. So Trojans not the only ones having trouble off the bus. But that Iola Prairie View, that's surprising, Jess Murphy.
Yeah, like I was talking there a minute, Dale, I assume Prairie View might be just beat up a little bit. They kind of didn't finish the game real healthy last week when we left town.
We knew Prairie View would more than likely be out their star running back, but Iola, put some points on the board as well. So that's a big game in District number 2 here with us.
We have Iola coming to town next week.
Homecoming next week. Right here in Burlington, your Trojans up 21-0 here at halftime.
And it's been a competitive game so far, and Trojans sputtered, shot themselves in the foot quite a bit in that first quarter. A couple of mishandled punts, some dropped passes, but the second quarter got things back online with 3 impressive touchdown drives, including a 53-yard drive in 57 seconds to take a 21-0 lead here at the break. We'll step away for another break, and we'll come back and talk about some of the first half stats, if I can add them up quickly enough. You're watching the GN Bank Halftime Show on Girard Sports Live.
Chronister's is Girard's hardware store. Stop by Chronister's Hardware and see why so many people are saying, I didn't know they had that. Of course, Chronister's has the hardware, tools, and supplies you need, whether in the shop, on the farm, or around the house. But did you know Chronister's Hardware is also the place to pick up your PPP supplies, plus all the top cleaning brands and much, much more. From paper towels to PPP, you'll find it at Chronister's. And if they don't have it, they can get it. Shop local first. Chronister's Hardware, Girard's hardware store.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Now more than ever, Crawcan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Crawcan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Crawcan. If you need to stay connected, you need Crawcan.
Peony Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Peony DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Peony has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Peony Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to peonydental.com. Find us fast in names and numbers. The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Here at Farmers Insurance, we want all of our students, faculty, and staff to know that we're cheering you on. This year, we would like to spotlight a student or staff member of Girard Schools as part of our weekly Girard Sports Live broadcast. If you would like to nominate any student or staff member as part of our weekly spotlight, contact our office.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
We're at halftime here in Burlington, Kansas. Girard Trojans lead at 21-0 here in this Kansas Class 3A District 2 clash. Burlington last year racked up 46 points on that Trojan defense and rolled up 260 yards rushing. Not the case tonight, as the Trojan defense has been up to the task of handling this Wildcat offense, and just kind of a down year this year for Burlington. Tonight, nothing much different, but the Trojans did stumble a little bit in the first quarter. Mishandled a couple of punts. Well, mishandled one, misjudged another. Dropped a couple passes. First time they were shut out in a first quarter this season. But Trojan offense got rolling in the second quarter, rolling up 21 points. I'm still adding statistics, guys. Math is hard. Math is real hard. Counting, things like that. I'm no mathagenarian. tell you that for sure. Burlington band out there on the field right now. Got a pretty good sound for a small group of kids.
It is nice out there. Nice group of kids. Like I said, we mentioned it in the pregame how nice the national anthem was.
Yep. Homecoming tonight here for Burlington. Was homecoming last week in Prairie View when we were there. And it'll be homecoming next week when we return to Frank Jameson Field in Girard. Time for that Trojan homecoming. And so we get the triple dip of homecomings this year. But I think that'll be it. After that, no more homecomings.
No,
we're out of that season.
Frontex already had their homecoming, so
Yep.
should be good.
We're good to go. Parsons is at our place, so if they did homecoming there, that'd just be weird. I'm sorry, Iola. Why do I keep getting them mixed up? It's the colors.
Yeah.
Blue and white.
Blue, gold, and white.
Right.
SEK.
Oof.
The old SEK league.
That's right.
Trojan defense has been solid, though. You referred to that a little bit with Burlington. For as much as they stumbled, their offense stumbled in the first quarter, Trojan defense didn't allow Burlington to do anything and kept Trojans in the game so we could take advantage of that.
Couple halftime scores. Iola tied up with Prairie View 6-all. The battle in Labette County, the battle of the winless teams. Coffeyville has the edge at half, 8-0. And Jess, you weren't here. We started a new trivia, pregame trivia.
Oh, I'm good at trivia.
The question is, the Trojans have played Burlington 9 times. Can you tell me the record between the two?
5-4.
And the winner goes
to
Jess Murphy. The
Did you hear us earlier? Were you on the internet?
No, you like you said with math, I'm kind of a statistician.
Well, then what the hell am I doing?
I did my best to figure out what equals 9, and that was the first thing that come to me was 5-4. And I'm not going to. Do I guess the Trojans are in the lead with 5 wins?
They are. The Trojans have won 5 of the 9 matchups. Unlike your fishing tournaments, you are the winner tonight.
Yes. Fishing, you think math's hard? Y'all try fishing one time.
Does dynamite count?
Old telephones. Trojans make it back out of the locker room.
Ball teams starting their warm-ups here as the Burlington band plays the fight song. Second time we've heard it tonight. Beautiful night for football here in Burlington, in the heart of Coffee County.
75 Highway.
Right near John Redmond Reservoir, Wolf Creek Lake.
Yeah.
The power plant lit up in the horizon.
They grow them fish big in Wolf Creek Lake.
And welcome back to the field, your
And you get just a little bit of a wind, and they will kick you off that lake.
No doubt, huh?
Yeah.
It is that flat and that, what do you call that, Jess?
Choppy. I call that Whitecaps with about a 5-mile-an-hour wind. It'll rock you plumb off the water. But it is good fishing if anybody wants to come up here and give it a go.
All right, well, we'll step away for another break. We'll come back. I swear we'll have some stats. I swear they're coming. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Mathis Drugstore Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drugstore, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net. or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Welcome back to the GN Bank halftime show. We're here in Burlington at the break. Trojans lead at 21-0 as they're set to kick it off here to begin the second half. We'll take a look at those stats coming right up here, maybe mid-drive.
Onside kick.
And Trojans cover it up. Bo Harris able to jump on top of it. Girard will have great field position to start this drive at their own 46-yard line. Taking a look at those stats from the first half. Rushing, Ethan Merrill, 3 carries, 23 yards and a touchdown. Luke Nigaman, 2 carries, 21 yards. Alex Kester, 10 carries for 42 yards. Nigaman passing, he was 6 of 10 for 149 yards and 2 touchdowns. Wyatt Foley had 3 catches for 40 yards and a touchdown. Ethan Davidson, 1 catch, 59 yards and a touchdown. Oh, rough.
And we lose the ball.
And
he was down.
They're going to say he was down there. The ground can't cause that.
Nope.
Oh, the worrisome thing is Nigaman getting up limping as he heads towards the sideline. Took a shot to his left leg there, and he is going to hobble off. That's not good news for the Trojans, and they will call that a fumble and a turnover, and Burlington will have it 1st and 10 at their own 41, so a terrible turn of events to start this second half for the Girard Trojans. Just a rough pitch, good penetration by the defense, a tough pitch for Harris to handle. I thought he handled it, but then coughed it up at the end. And Burlington able to jump on top of it, and they have it here 1st and 10 at their own 41. And going straight up the gut with it is Cody Long.
Tackling there by Troike and Bohr for the Trojans.
Number 10, Cody Long on carry. Number 42, Josh Bohr on the tackle.
I'll bring the ball down to the Trojan 39-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. It'll set up 2nd down and 8 for the Wildcats as the Trojans over there on the sideline taking a look at Luke Nigaman. It's Coach Philpott talking to him over there at about the 30-yard line. Another run up the gut. This time a good push and a missed tackle in the backfield, and looked like the Trojans were going to get that one stopped.
Eric William, number 55, will make first contact, but unable to wrap him up.
Brings up 3rd and 1 for the Cats.
Set up a 3rd and less than a yard at the Trojan 32. Gain of 7 on the play. A long 7. Call this a manageable 3rd down here if you're Burlington. There's the snap. They're going to go straight up the middle. They got it again. As that was Zane Hoback. They're getting a good push between the guards. Basically, it's straight up the gut. And it's good for the first down for the Wildcats. 1st and 10 at the Trojan 25-yard line.
Trojans in that 3-man front on defense. Eric Williams in there to anchor the nose guard.
Trojan defense trying to dig in here as they stop this one for no gain, maybe a loss of a yard.
Bohr with the tackle for the Trojans from his linebacker position. Came up, flowed well. The Trojans have narrowed that front 3, tightened them in just a little bit.
2nd and 11 now for Burlington. The Girard 26. This is Hoback with it again, trying to get around the corner. Can't get it done.
Hoback on the carry.
And just a major collision out there on the far side.
Shane Gain took the worst of it over there.
Alex Kester got some of it too out there. There's a lot of bodies and equipment and chains.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Got it all untangled. Call it a loss of another yard on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and long. See what Burlington's got here. You know, Jess, this could be 4-down territory.
Well, I would think so.
The run up the middle, spinning off one tackle, brought down after a gain of about 5. I want to say that's Hoback again. And it is.
Bohr and Troike in there for the Trojans.
Yeah, number 25, Zane Hoback.
Call it a gain of 5. It'll bring up 4th down at about 7. Trojan defense trying to bow up here, following the turnover to start the second half.
We've only seen one pass attempt out of the Burlington Wildcats.
And it was a bounce pass. There's a snap. They try to get around the end again and cut it up. Nothing doing as they'll turn it over on downs. Girard will take over on their own 19-yard line.
25 Hoback on the carry, brought down by number 25, Aiden Damon. Turnover on downs.
They needed about 7. They got about 4 there.
Good sign. Niggeman back out, calling the plays.
Yeah, you might not see him take very many more hits in this one. You never know, though. There's a shoe getting tied out there. That's teamwork, Dale.
Yeah.
You tie my shoe, I'll tie yours. Handoff up the middle this time. There's Kester, lowers the shoulder, drives ahead, a gain of 15 for Alex Kester, and that's a good response after the turnover in the running game to start the last drive.
Nice hard run there, heading the tackler for the Bulldogs.
That'll bring it out to the Trojan 35-yard line. So not quite 15. 12. Niggeman in the pistol. Handoff goes again to Kester right up the middle, and he'll have about 4, maybe 5 yards, depending upon the spot. The near side official has it shorter. We'll see. There we go. Stingy. Call it a gain of 3 on the play for Kester.
Game of few brings up 2nd and 7.
Twins off to the far side for the Trojans. Handoff goes up the middle again to Kester. Spins off a tackle and out across the 45 to the 46. It'll be another Trojan first down.
Trojan offensive line doing a great job here. Start the second half. Making some holes up front for Kester to run hard up through.
Under 7.5 to play here in the third quarter. Trojans turned it over on the first play of their first drive of the second half. Defense held. Got the ball back on a turnover on downs. And since then, Alex Kester has been toting it for the Trojans. They've kind of locked in the four-wheel drive and just going right at the middle of this Burlington defense.
Number 21.
You know, the Trojans could call Merrill in just to take up where Kester, if he gets a few more carries, boy, just shift gears a little bit, pick a little bigger run back in there.
Second down and 4 for the Trojans. Well, the broadcast crew was hoping for a running clock. I don't think we're going to get that here tonight. There's another handoff up the middle to Kester. Man, somebody grabbed a hold of him, and that saved a touchdown there because he had lots of daylight.
Handoff to Kester.
And we got another player down for Burlington holding his shoulder.
Number 10, very long. Number 13, Grant Haig on the kick.
And that looks like Cody Long that's down there. Number 10 for the Wildcats. Long, the 5'11 junior running back, linebacker. 160 pounds. Delivered the first shot to Kester. And he's down on the field right now. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. Trojans lead at 21-0. You're watching Girard High School football on Girard Sports Live.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
And we're back here in Burlington as they were able to take Cody Long off the field. Looked like he had a collarbone or an arm injury. Kester straight up the middle. Trojans go right back to the well. And Kester will have another first down. Looks like a gain of about 13 on the play.
Number 12, Alex Kester on the carry. Brought down number 13, Grant Haig.
Now give the Trojans a ball just inside the 30-yard line of the Wildcats. There's another handoff in the middle. Kester with it again, dragging a defender. And brought down inside the 25. We'll call it the 23-yard line. Kester's earning his pay today.
Number 21, Hunter Riley.
Well, the holes are there. The offensive line doing a great job opening up some running lanes for Kester.
He's gotten a lot of carries tonight for the Trojans. He had 10 carries at the half. He's got 16 carries now. Quick toss outside to Davidson, trying to find the corner. Outruns his man. He'll have enough for the first down out across the 20 to about the 15 or 16-yard line.
Chase out of bounds, number 13, Grant Hay. Number 4, Davidson.
Pursuit out there on the outside. I want to say Jordan Hartpence, but hell, I can't see their numbers.
Yeah, it was a blur. It's either that or
somebody
13.
in red pants and a gray shirt with blurry numbers. Bifocals, guys. Run up the middle. This time Burlington snuffs it out, and the whistles blows. Kester stopped in the backfield. We'll call it a gain of about a yard as they give him forward progress up to about the 15.
Brought down to number 59, Wayne Roll.
Clock's running. That's always a good thing when you got the lead.
Another handoff right up the middle.
Yep. And Kester will get another tote. And he'll have about 5 yards on that carry. It's hard not to give it to a guy who's getting you 8, 9 yards carry every time he touches a ball. Kester's been the human battering ram on this drive for the Trojans.
Good chunk every time he's touched the ball here in the second half.
You just rarely see the first guy bring him down. That's the thing about Kester, is he's kind of shifty in tight spaces, able to spin out of some tackles. Here it is again. Looks like Davidson. Nope, that's Bo Harris with it, down to the 3-yard line.
Tackle number 28, Jamie Wagner. Harris picks up another first down, first and goal for Girard from the 3.
Gain of, call it 12 for Harris. Sets Trojans up first and goal to 3. They haven't passed it once on this drive. And there's a run off right tackle. That's a new number. That's Jared Norris. Or Jaden Norris, I'm sorry. Carrying that one, not Jared.
Not to be confused.
Not to be confused with Jared. Jaden Norris on the carry. And it gets the Trojans a touchdown, and they lead at 27-0 here with under 3 minutes to play, third quarter. Kick is up, and it's good. Garrett Humble. Automatic tonight. Trojans lead at 28-0. 2:55 to play, third quarter. We'll step away for a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan Football on Girard Sports Live.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
.255 to play in the third quarter. Trojans lead the Burlington Wildcats 28-0. Trojans set to move to 6-0 on the season. Got a homecoming matchup next week with Iola. There's a little mishandle on the kick, and he touched his knee down trying to field it. And that'll set Burlington up in terrible field position to start this drive inside their own 10-yard line.
7-yard line, thereabouts.
The Wildcats are going to start first and 10.
See where they spotted.
8-yard line.
It's difficult to see out here.
Next Thursday, the cross country heads to Iola for the Pioneer League meet starting at 4 o'clock. C-team football travels to Ottawa for a 4:30 game. Next Friday, our varsity football team travels to Anderson County.
Jess, we had a heck of a time in Frontenac with that volleyball broadcast.
Yeah,
couldn't seem to locate the internet. We apologize to y'all who were tuning in for that one earlier this week. It's like we're jinxed here lately. But it's okay. I sacrificed a chicken last night, so we should be good to go for the rest of the season.
Number 25, Zane Kovac on the carry.
Came in a bucket.
Brought down by number 33, Bracken Troike.
Dipped in oil.
That's right.
Finger looking good.
No, I'm from Crawford County. I don't eat KFC. I think I'd get my local homeboy card pulled if I did that. So. There's the snap and blown up in the backfield, man. And that Girard defense, I didn't see who got through there, but they blew that one up immediately in the backfield.
I believe that is Juan Pizarro.
Juan Pizarro.
For 65 for the Trojans.
I think he made the hit that time on Eric Pabone. You know what, Dale? I think we call that our hit of the game.
There you go.
Brought to you by Bradshaw Collision Repair. If your car takes a hit like Pabone just took from Pizarro, then take it to Bradshaw Collision Repair. Bob Bradshaw offering refinishing, paintless dent repair, glass replacement, and more. Let Bradshaw Collision Repair get you back in the game. Call 620-724-7300. 3rd and 14 now for the Burlington Wildcats. Try to get around the end again, and they do this time. Able to pick up some positive yards before being cut down from behind by Brom Bourne.
It's good enough for a first down for the Bulldogs.
Brought down by number 31, Bram Bourne. That run by Hoback, good for a Burlington Wildcat.
Yeah, it's good to see Zane Hoback back in the game there as he's able to get around the corner, pick up that first down for Burlington. They had their backs against the wall there on their own goal line, able to convert the first down, keep this drive alive. With 1:15 to play here in the third quarter, Trojans all over this one as well. It's just been real tough sledding for that offense trying to run the ball tonight.
Bracken Troike in the backfield for another tackle for loss. Nicely done by the Trojan defense.
And, when your running back has to make 2 moves in the backfield, that play's not going to go well usually, unless he's Barry Sanders or something. Second and 12 now for the Wildcats. Trojans again in the backfield, but able to spin away from that one. I think that was Hoback again, but the second man cleaned it up. Pretty much the Zane Hoback show tonight for Burlington, and if he's not doing it, it's not happening for this Wildcat offense tonight. And he's going to be sore in the morning. Maybe. He's, 17 years old? I don't know if I was sore until I was 25.
40 for sure.
Yeah. Well, now I'm sore every day. But that'll end the third quarter. Trojans lead at 28-0. Recover from a turnover to start the quarter. Finish it off with a long, strong drive. And we'll head to the fourth. Trojans lead at 28-0. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Girard Football on Girard Sports Live.
Chronister's is Girard's hardware store. Stop by Chronister's Hardware and see why so many people are saying, I didn't know they had that. Of course, Chronister's has the hardware, tools, and supplies you need, whether in the shop, on the farm, or around the house. But did you know Chronister's Hardware is also your place for Pit Boss and Traeger grills? Plus, they have the supplies you need to whip up a tasty meal for the whole family. From pans to pellets, you'll find it all at Chronister's. And if they don't have it, they can get it. Shop local first. Chronister's Hardware, Girard's hardware store.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
And we're back to live action here as Burlington trying to complete the third and long pass attempt. It falls incomplete, sets up a 4th down and long. And I don't think this is 4-down territory here, Jess.
Yeah.
I think you got to punt this one away.
You're down 4 scores. What do you got to lose?
I mean, you're also at your own 16-yard line.
Girard could score on one play. It doesn't matter if they're on their own 5 or you're 25.
What do the analytics say, Dale?
We punt the ball away. Make Girard drive the field. Oh, that's a late add-on.
Works better with 11 instead of
9.
Thank you. I'd run out of fingers before I got there.
Yeah. Kick is away. High end over end. Nice looking punt. And Kester gets away from it. It'll be downed at the Trojan 45-yard line. That's where they'll start this drive. 1st and 10, 11:46 to play in the ball game. And you got to think the Trojans, they want to run the ball and run the clock. Last drive, heavy with the ground game. Pretty much the Alex Kester show. 7 carries on that drive for Kester. Now we've got Ethan Merrill in the backfield. Merrill already has a rushing touchdown tonight. And he's been a force to be reckoned with back there in the backfield. We'll see if Burlington's got an answer. They're going to stop him for a gain of 3 here on 1st down.
Number 1, Ethan Merrill.
Ethan did a great job last week at Prairie View to come in here in the 4th quarter and just pound it up the middle to run the clock out.
Trojans need that ground game, and it'll become so important later on in the games to come. But Trojan offensive line showing that they can move people too.
2nd down and 6 from the 49. Handoff's going to go to Merrill up the middle. And he'll pick up another couple yards, and it'll set up a 3rd down and 4 for the Trojans.
Right down number 13, Grant Haig, number 21, Hunter Riley.
Got it inside Wildcat territory at their 49. Can't see a play clock from here.
Don't think there is one.
There
I've been
isn't
looking.
One. There's a snap. Merrill takes it up inside, running high, and it's going to be stopped after a gain of about 1. It'll bring up a 4th and short for the Trojans. Got to think, Jess, that they're going for it here.
Brings up a 4th down.
I don't even know why you pack a punter on the bus, Josh. I just
unnecessary equipment.
Right.
Well, Jess, a riverboat gambler, is going to go for it. Handoff goes to Harris. I don't know. He might have got there. Looks like he might have. It's close.
The FAR official has him marked right.
But he tucked it upfield. We haven't seen a lot of Bo Harris planting his foot and going upfield, but he's done a pretty good job of it tonight. Picks up the 1st down for the Trojans. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. 1st and 10 for the Trojans from the Burlington 44. 9.5 to play in the ball game. Trojans just trying to run the timeout on this one and keep everybody healthy. We saw Luke Nigaman take a shot earlier to the leg, came off the field limping, but fortunately he's able to return to the game and doesn't look a whole lot worse for wear. couple players have been dinged for Burlington. Zane Hoback went out of the game, but able to come back. We saw him carry in on the last drive. But they had another player go out, looked like possible concussion, broken arm, who knows. They were holding a lot of different parts of him as they went off the field. I'm not a doctor. Ethan Davidson in motion, gets the pitch, gets hit behind the line, makes that man miss, but then wrapped up by a host of Wildcats, and he's going to lose a yard, maybe two. We'll call it a loss of one on the play as Burlington had that one snipped out from the start. Sets up a 3rd down and long now for the Trojans from their own, or from the Burlington 45.
2 downs to get 10 yards.
Trojans haven't thrown a pass here in the second half. Might see one right here. 3 wide receivers in this set. Twins to the near side. Negaman back to pass. And has a man. It's Wyatt Foley. Makes the catch for the first down. I'm sorry, not Wyatt Foley.
Damon.
Zayden Damon on the catch.
Aiden Damon.
They'll give the Trojans a first down at the Wildcat 33-yard line. Gain of 12 on the play. Trojans grinding the clock here as we roll under 7.5 to play. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff going up the middle to Ethan Merrill. Has a lane and able to pick up about 9 yards.
Number 1, Ethan Merrill.
On first down up to the 24-yard line. Second down and short now for the Trojans. They can afford to be methodical, use up all of the play clock that we can't see.
Nigaman's waiting for the back judge to raise his hand with 5 seconds left before snapping the ball.
Handoff goes again to Merrill up the middle. He'll have enough for a first down to the 20-yard line. Gain of 4.
Merrill on the carry. Brought down by number 45.
So the back judge is keeping the play clock, Dale?
Yeah, he has a little buzzer that goes off with 5 seconds left. He'll raise his hand and he'll count to 5. And then after that, as the time clock expires. So Nigaman just keeping his eyes on the back judge.
2 wide receivers off to the far side this time. 1st and 10 for the Trojans at the 20-yard line. They've scored every time in the red zone tonight. There's Merrill. Kind of picks his spot there in the middle. Able to push ahead for a gain of about a long 4.
Number 10, Cody Long. Gain of 4 on the play.
Just eating that clock up.
Now second down at 6 at the 16-yard line. You're right, Dale. Running down around 5.5 to play now in the ball game. It's going to be a quick game because neither team really wants to pass here in the second half. Well, one team doesn't want to, and one team hasn't shown the ability to. Merrill again, picking ahead, spins off a man, and brought down by a leg.
Carry by number 1, Merrill.
And he'll be close, a couple yards short of a first down. We'll call it a gain of 3 on the play.
Merrill's kind of stuttering before he hits that line. Last series before half, boy, he had his shoulders squared and running hard.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to run through a garage door.
Squares his shoulders again, hits that line full speed instead of tiptoe through it.
Third down and short now for the Trojans at about the 12-yard line. And Merrill again lowers his shoulder inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line. And he'll have enough for another Trojan first down.
Tackled by number 2, Bryce Pritchett. Brings up first and goal for the Trojans.
Is this the last series we'll see our starters, you guys think?
I would say so.
Down under 4.5 to play now. This will be the 12th play of this drive. Trojans took over at their own 45-yard line. The handoff to Merrill, hitting the backfield, but able to push ahead to about the 5-yard line. A gain of another 3. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, guys.
You know what 3 times 4 equals, Josh?
First down. Every time.
Every time.
You guys only said that because he can't do the math.
Jess is a statistician. Weren't you listening earlier?
Yeah. And I went to school with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, my nose works too. Hand off to Merrill at the 5. He's wrapped up. I think maybe Burlington saw that one coming.
And off to 1, Merrill.
It'll bring up 3rd down and goal for the Trojans from the 5.
Bringing him down. Brings up 3rd and goal from the 5.
Under 3 minutes to play now. Trojans set to move to 6-0. Wonder how Frontenac's doing.
Up 35-6 in the 3rd.
Well, they're doing okay then. About like we expected. This one too. Both teams started out a little rocky tonight on the road, but getting it in gear as Merrill pushing ahead towards the goal line. Fumbles the ball forward. Trojans jump on it, but they're going to say he was down before the ball came out.
Ball does come out.
And that'll move the ball down to, see where they spotted officially, at about the 2-yard line. Gain of 3 on that one by Merrill, and it'll set up a 4th down and goal at the 2.
Jess, what's your thoughts on bringing out the kicker here tonight?
I like packing a kicker, but there's no need to use him in this situation.
Never hurts to get some experience.
Not a soccer lover, I'll bet. Higgman in the pistol. Guess what? Merrill again. Can't quite punch it in. That Burlington defense will hold.
Brought down by number 20.
It'll set up a 1st down for the Wildcats, but that drive accomplished what the Trojans were after, and that was burn about 5 minutes off the clock. And that's what it did, as Burlington's taken over here deep in their own territory. A minute 42 left to play.
You see Coach bringing in some of the underclassmen.
Looks like starters still out there for Burlington. Some of them anyway. Yep, nope, those are starters. Not much going there as they push that one back inside the goal line. They're going to give him forward progress out to the, 12-inch line out there at the G. Yeah, we'll have it at the 1. Also 1 on the play.
Kotzman with the tackle there.
As a game nearing a conclusion, we do ask teams pick up the area around you. Get all the trash receptacles, help the custodians out tonight.
2nd down and long here as they try to get it out of their own end zone. They're going to. And brought down from behind.
Number 25, Hovack.
Good ankle tackle that time by Bram Bourne to keep that one from turning into more. And it will move the chains. First down for the Wildcats as we're down to 30 seconds left to play in the ball game. Wildcats only have to run one more play. Let's see if they try and squeeze in two here. There's the snap is Hoback looking for a seam, and he found it and brought down at the 45-yard line again. Brown-Born.
Another big run by number 25, Zane Hoback.
Coming over to make that tackle. He had to cover quite a bit of real estate to get there, but that's what speed do. And we talk about Foley, but Brown-Born, pretty good speed in that defensive backfield for the Trojans too.
Plays a great free safety for the Trojans.
Don't know why the clock isn't rolling here. Maybe they ruled him out of bounds. There's Hoback again up the middle on a little counter play. It's going to be enough for a first down.
Jamie Wagner brought down.
Clock stops while they move the chains. 5 seconds to play. Burlington putting together their best drive of the ball game here against some of the backups for the Trojans. Here's Hoback for it, looking for a corner again. He's going to cut it back against the grain and brought down.
And that run by.
And that will do it. Brown-Born again with the tackle to finish it off. Trojans win it 28-0 here on the road in Burlington. They move to 6-0 on the season. Back home next week, guys. Thank goodness. Back to Frank Jameson Field, our air-conditioned press box, and a little home cooking there in Girard for homecoming against Iola next week. But overall, pretty solid 3 quarters tonight here for the Trojans. Sputtered in the first, but looked pretty good in the second, third, and fourth quarters. Did have a fumble to begin the third quarter, but able to stymie that Wildcat offense enough as they come away with a shutout tonight, 28-0 over the Burlington Wildcats. We'll step away for a quick break, and we will be back with the Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance postgame show. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Here at Farmers Insurance, we want all of our students, faculty, and staff to know that we're cheering you on. This year, we would like to spotlight a student or staff member of Girard Schools as part of our weekly Girard Sports Live broadcast. If If you would like to nominate any student or staff member as part of our weekly spotlight, contact our office.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Welcome back out here to Burlington, Kansas. This one's in the books. Trojans win it 28-0 over the Burlington Wildcats. They moved to 6-0 on the season. And Trojans stumbled early out of the gates, had a misjudged and a mishandled punt. Had a couple of drop passes, shut out for the first time in the first quarter this season. But came roaring back in the second quarter. Scored 21 unanswered points, went into the break up 21-0, and just basically managed the second half. Came out with a fumble that they lost on the first play of the third quarter, but able to come away with a turnover on downs. Got the ball back, drove the length of the field, scored a touchdown, and basically just proceeded to grind out the rest of the clock there in the fourth quarter. And Trojans had encountered a little bit more adversity tonight than we thought they would, but they handled it pretty well and able to come away with another road win this year.
Trojans, like you said, came out and just managed the second half, but that's exactly what the Trojans needed to do. They needed to grind out a quarter. And not only did they grind out one, they ground out two quarters after the lost turnover to start the half. Kester got the full third quarter going with his runs up the middle, and then the fourth quarter they brought in Merrill and just grinded out. You know, like you said, 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and that's exactly what the Trojans needed to do. They need to have that ability later on in the season to be able to grind out when they need to burn some time. So great job by the Trojan front line tonight. And it looks like Coach Philpott on his way up to give us a conversation.
You're watching the post-game show brought to you by Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance. Leah has over 10 years of industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri. Let Leah and her staff find the right coverage for your personal or business needs. To learn more, call 620-670-4590. Proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. So we'll take another break, and we'll come back with Coach Philpott. The post-game interview, got to be happy with his squad. We'll hear from him coming up on the other side of this break. You're watching Trojan Football on Girard Sports Live.
Now more than ever, Crawcan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Crawcan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Crawcan. If you need to stay connected, you need Crawcan.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209. Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. For years, our customers have worked with the Farmers Bank staff located in Walnut, St. Paul, and Hepler. Now, with our new location in Girard, the community can experience the same service that has kept families coming back to Farmers Bank for generations. Stop by and visit our friendly staff at Farmers Bank at any of our locations in Walnut, St. Paul, Hepler, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Girard Medical Center now offers both outpatient pulmonary and cardiac rehabilitation services. Our approach combines physical therapy, respiratory therapy, behavioral health, and nutrition to help you become more fit and active.
With cardiac and pulmonary rehab, we want to focus on lifestyle changes. We provide people with education to help prevent further events.
Each treatment is unique to the individual patient because at Girard Medical Center, we care for our communities one patient at a time. Call us at 620-724-5126.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Welcome back out here for the final time to Burlington, Kansas. Girard Trojans come out on top over the Burlington Wildcats tonight, 28-0. And right now we're joined by head coach Neil Philpott, and the post-game coach interviews brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue mascot debit card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard schools. Learn more online at mybankcmb.com. And Coach, we talked about it a little bit before you came in here and a little bit during the break. Just kind of a rough start tonight for your kids getting off the bus here. Third road game in a row, and the first time this year you guys have been held scoreless in the first quarter, and just some kind of ball handling mishaps there in the first quarter.
Yeah, we didn't get off particularly well like we have in the past, and part of that is it was I don't know if we said the third week on the road. It is a long road trip. I remember the last time we came up here, we didn't get off the bus very well either. We're lucky for us, we were able to play good defense in the first half or the first quarter and be able to get on the board there and kind of got some things rolling. I think we had 21 points in the second quarter and closed it out really nice off a turnover. We went down and scored and put points on the board right before halftime, which is big. We got to learn from this, and that was kind of the address at halftime. We got to be able to get off the bus and get to a start and not wait around and stay focused on we and not who we're playing, but how we play and keep raising the bar. And that's something I felt like we've done all year until really the first quarter of this game. And I hope our kids, I think they took away from that, in a good response. So, we just got to build from here.
Well, as rocky as the first quarter was, they really were sharp in the second quarter, and you mentioned it briefly there, but particularly that final drive of the first half, 57 seconds on the clock, able to go down, execute their offense, stop the clock several times just by getting the ball out of bounds, saved your timeouts, and it was really a well-orchestrated drive there to end that first half.
Yeah, we run 2-minute drill a couple times a week for sure on Thursdays, and we've got things in place in our system that we can run a lot of our stuff with just a couple words here and there, and our kids do a good job with it, and that's part of the communication. And I think the big thing we had a couple big plays on that drive, and that was something we really kind of lacked the whole first half probably, and maybe even the whole game. We didn't have one or two big plays for us that quick strikes or something like that. So I guess we had one. The first touchdown was, but it's just it's good that we can kind of win in an ugly fashion, I guess, in a sense. We didn't play our best. Second half, our offensive line was awesome, and our running backs, we grinded it out and kept the ball on the ground. And hats off to those guys because that was impressive. I told them I wanted to be able to run the ball this week, and we did that.
So we talked about that execution on that quick 1-minute drive to end the second half, or the first half. Second half, very different philosophy. You guys kind of locked in the four-wheel drive, and Alex Kester, a lot of carries there, 8 carries on one of those drives, and he finishes the game with 102 yards, 17 carries, a pretty productive night for Alex.
Yeah, that drive, he had some really nice runs. We were able to convert some fourth downs and third downs and break those inside zones just to 10 yards, 8 yards, 4 yards. Just kind of kept bringing them, putting them on top of each other. And when you can do that, that's you can move the change and kind of make it a long night. So I don't know what our drive chart was on that, but I would think that's kind of what we want to be able to do when we need to run some clock. And kind of dominate the line of scrimmage right there. So it's good to see we can do it. And, like I said, kind of win ugly sometimes, but we'll take it.
Next week, back to the friendly confines of Frank Jameson Field. Homecoming for you guys, and also an Iola squad coming in that's coming off a big win tonight over Prairie View. So kind of some hazards there for your kids mentally, and how do you expect to keep them focused for that game coming up?
We're going to have to stay locked in. We're definitely going to have to, and I told them right now, or just after the game, that our focus is we're 1-0 this week, and our focus is on Iola and to be 1-0 next week. And there is some distraction that come along with homecoming, but I think our kids will handle it. I think they see where we're at right now, and with the opportunity we have and that we've earned so far. But we've got to go out and finish the season right. And we talk about each week we want to be 1-0, and that's not going to change next week. So we got to prepare that way.
All right, Coach. Well, hey, thanks for coming up and joining us here in the Crow's Nest. I know you got a long bus ride back to Girard. Congratulations tonight, and thanks for talking to us.
Thanks for having me.
That's head coach Neil Philpott of the Girard Trojans. They come out on top tonight, 28-0 over the Burlington Wildcats. Let's take a look at some of the stats from the game tonight. Rushing, Ethan Merrill, 14 carries, 58 yards, and a touchdown. Luke Nigaman, just 2 carries for 21 yards, and he was kind of dinged up there on that first play of the second half, so coach is kind of protecting him. You heard Coach Philpott talk about it a little bit. Just kind of taking the ball out of his hands and putting it into the hands of the backs, and they're able to grind a lot of clock doing that. Nigaman finished 7 of 11 passing for 161 yards and 2 touchdowns, so not a bad night.
Not a bad
there,
night at
Dale.
all.
And I don't have the receiving numbers yet, but we'll call it. Actually, I do. I added them up. Look at that. Wyatt Foley, 3 catches, 40 yards and a touchdown. Aiden Damon, 3 catches, 33 yards. And Ethan Davidson, 1 catch, 59 yards, and a touchdown. That was the first touchdown of the game, kind of got things going for the Trojans. So they got off the bus, started slow, but able to right the ship in the second quarter and then put the thing to bed in the second half. Next week, Iola at home for homecoming. Any final thoughts, Dan?
We're going to go ahead and call, in my opinion, Brecken Troike, great defensive stand
right.
tonight. Player of the game. So Brecken all over the backfield, all over the field, flying around from that middle linebacker.
And we can't say how important that is because last year this squad rang up 260 yards on the ground against the Trojans. Not the case tonight, as the Trojans, instead of giving up 46 like last year, they pitched the shutout, come away 6-0. Your player of the game brought to you by Evans Motors. The best players in the car business are Nate and Eddie at Evans Motors. Let them find the car, truck, van, or SUV that's right for you and your family. Visit them at the corner of 69 and 400 highways south of Pittsburgh, or see their online showroom at evansmotors.net. That's just about going to do it for us from here in Burlington. For Dale Shireman and Jess Murphy, I'm Josh Lettner saying thanks for joining us tonight. You've been watching Girard Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
You've been watching Trojan Athletics on Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by Ag Choice of Epler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Call Service, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Diskins Auto and Towing, DS Construction, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, The Jagged Edge, GN Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Producers Cooperative Association, and Roto-Rooter. Thanks for watching, and don't miss us next time right here on Girard Sports Live.